Didn't know she was pregnant at the time, and very quickly after that, probably only 10-15 minutes after I'd woken up, had my youngest sister in the toilet.
I've never met my father, actually, but
I got evicted from my home, not too far from the school.
Some of our students live in poverty. That's the main thing that I see. I have students who come to school who are hungry. I have students who come to school who have holes in their shoes. Students who can't even buy basic school supplies.
I will never lower my expectations for a kid that I know is capable of working that hard and finding success.
Every school needs that. And that's why I say I think every school needs a champion. And every school needs a champions-like program.
The Champions program is a motivational program at Wayne Memorial High School, the foundation for a lot of the other wonderful things that are going on here.
That's what Champions is about, is for each one of those young men and young women to be able to graduate from high school in the best way possible for them, being mentored by an adult who knows them and cares about them and can guide them.
I believe the Champions program has done a tremendous job in closing this gap between student and teachers.
And it helped me. I finished my freshman year with a straight 4.0 GPA.
It's a grassroots program, right? So in many programs there's layers and layers of bureaucracy and administrative rights. And here it's truly about the student and a mentor who is usually a faculty member getting together and talking about the real life stuff.
Have over 90% of the staff is in, and they're in every semester. And many of these teachers tell me this is why I went into education.
It's a way to start a dialogue with the student, and that's key, is dialogue.
See, that was the whole MO of the Champions program, being that, let's try and, push you a little bit more than maybe what the expectation might have been.
Unless we reach our kids, unless we let them know how much we love them, unless we let them know how much we care, that we won't be successful in getting through to them. So I think that the Champions program, with us reaching out to our kids, it creates a relationship.
With the help of Champions is collaborating, we're talking, we're understanding, and it's really powerful.
Today's world is much more challenging. We can't just rely on the public school system to educate at the pace that we need them to educate, with the interactions with the world, with all the societal problems that all end up in the school systems that we ask the administrations and the teachers to deal with, in a place of not expanding resources, but oftentimes in dwindling resources.
Where a group of former grads get together and figure out how to enhance what's going on within the schools.
We had such a great high school experience. We really did. We were so blessed.
By involving the alumni of the program is the best chance for the program to be sustainable. This is a program that's saving lives, changing lives, that's making a huge difference.
It just can't not keep going.
So when you hear stories at the banquet, the Champions Banquet, of what kids are living through, what they're thinking, what they're doing, that's important.
And every time I go, I prepare to cry. And not because these kids are sad stories, but because they're so brave. But they share their personal stories with us, which is amazing.
I became a Gates Scholar actually after I already been accepted to Harvard.
I got a phone call from Palo Alto, and I was like, hey, this is where Stanford is. So I answered it, and it ended up being my admissions counselor congratulating me on getting in.
I wanted to be a trailblazer as a child, and I had that trailblazer mentality. So whatever I decided to do, I wanted to be the first to do it. Kind of like how a couple decades back, they were the first to ever land on the moon, and they were the trailblazers for that.
Champions is an opportunity for the community to come together to give back just like the generation before us, provided us this wonderful opportunities for education and economic growth and a chance at a good life.
We sure are changing a lot of kids' lives.